Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of my Arsenal career mode, and what a way to kick off the episode. You guys know we made some big signings in the last episode. We brought in Ibra'S at striker, but most importantly I guess, we brought in a new goalkeeper. We've been struggling with Chesney recently, especially towards the end of Season 2, and now that we're in Season 3, I found it was time to basically replace him, and a lot of people were very excited to see me bring in Lloris, that's right, from Tottenham. Little bit of an odd signing. Tottenham to Arsenal. Yeah, it's a little bit weird, but because of bringing in Lloris, who is an 89 rated goalkeeper, it was basically, you know, it was pointless having three goalkeepers and Talbot, who was my reserve keeper. So I decided to put Chesney and Ospina up for sale potentially. I decided to sell Ospina, but I've had no offers, and now we have just received this offer for Chesney. So I am going to check it out. What's it going to be? Ooh, okay, now we're talking. I could get potentially quite a nice bit of money out of Chesney, keep Ospina, and then I can afford to bring in a pretty decent right back, which we'll be talking about in a minute. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and squeeze out a pretty decent amount of money. I'm going to go in between what my chief executive thinks. He thinks 16.5 to 22.5. So I'm going to kind of go towards the middle there, maybe 18. Should I go with 19? I'm going to go with 19 million. If he can accept that, whoever's sending me this email from Leverkusen, I'll be very, very happy. I'm sure it's their director of football or whatever. We've also in this episode got the Community Shield, which is against Chelsea. But now it's time to show you guys the right backs that you guys have selected. So there was hundreds and hundreds of comments in the last episode. Thousands and thousands maybe actually by the time this has gone up. And there were, you know, about I'd say 8 to 10 names that kept popping up. And I've squished it down to 5 signings that I would kind of make. So we've got Aurier there, who was linked with Arsenal, ended up going on loan to PSG. We've then got Oscar De Marcos, one of the... It's a really strange player, it really is, because he wasn't always a right back. As you can see here, he can play on the right wing, he can play as a cam, and he can play as a centre midfielder. However, he's played at right back for a bit of time now at Atletico Bilbao, and he's got incredible stats. I mean, just look at those. We're currently scouting all these players, so I need to wait a little bit longer to see all of their stats. Martin Montoya, another player that I've signed before. Really like him. Maybe not someone I'll sign again, but he's there. We've got then Danilo, one of the best right backs in the game after a couple of seasons, and then moving on to the best right back after a couple of seasons, and that is De Sciglio. And again, some amazing stats. And can play at left back, which, you know, I probably wouldn't use him there, but it's good to know that you've got someone who could play there as well. So those are the guys that I think were, you know, the best mentions. However, I want to say thank you to everyone else who suggested other players. There were other ones like Coleman from Everton. We had Sebastian Young from, is it Wolfsburg he moved to? It might be Wolfsburg. But he was at a different club in the Bundesliga. When Arsenal were interested in him, he decided to go to another club in Germany, which is fair enough. There were one or two more, actually. I'm trying to think who else they were. They've kind of gone out of my mind as soon as I hit record. It always happens, but these 5 are the ones that I'm going to be looking at. They are all being scouted. Let's just continue here. And also, actually, before we move on, I keep forgetting to mention this. If I go into my transfer negotiations... during the Euros, when I was playing with England, there was actually a player that was sold, and that was Mertesacker. It wasn't me that did it, it was the club. Now, I've got no control over that. I was in the middle of, you know, playing England and recording the footage. I didn't even read the emails, and then obviously I started the new season and they were deleted. So, yeah, it's a little bit of a strange one. I've never had that happen to me before. But basically, Mertesacker went to Bayern Munich for £12 million, which isn't too bad at all. And Madrazo has gone out on loan. That happened as I finished up the recording in the last episode, but didn't commentate it. I'm not sure why, what happened there. And obviously, Lloris, wow, he's up to 90 already, has joined, and so has Ibra'S. So let's see if we can get closer to the Chelsea game and also have a look at some of the players that we're scouting, see their stats. Oh wow, they've matched the offer. 19 million for Chesney. That's not too bad at all. That's fantastic news. Frees up a bit more cash to potentially bring in some more players. Here we are. I think we've got a load of players that have been scouted fully now. Maybe not all of them. Oh wow, not yet. Gaia wants bigger money on his wage. That's fair enough. Ah, there we go. So De Sciglio, Montoya and Aurier have all been fully scouted. That means there's only 2 more left to go. But let's go ahead and give Gaia some more money. I do like Gaia, and it's definitely in my plans. So we're definitely going to go ahead and give him what he wants. 60,000. I'll give him an extra year. Why not? And keep him as a squad rotation player. I'm sure he'll accept that. But anyway, the deal for Chesney hasn't quite gone through yet. So I might as well wait until the rest of the players are scouted and then we get the cash. So first of all, we're going to have to get the game out of the way. So we've got a game against Chelsea in the Community Shield. We've obviously done quite well in the last 2 seasons in the Community Shield. We've won it both times against City. So this time it's now time to play Chelsea, and they've got Cavani up front. Could be interesting. So for my first game of Season 3, we're going with our best team available, except from Cher coming in for Koscielny. I absolutely love Koscielny, but I didn't want to play him as his form is down at the moment. I'd rather just rest him a little bit, maybe play him in the next game. But either way, I fancied using Cher anyway. Up front, Ibrahimovic makes his debut. And obviously, we have Lloris making his debut as well. 90 overall. That's crazy. So this new team, let's see what it feels like with these new signings. So here we are. We're back at Wembley once again. Feels like it's our second home. We play here so much. I guess it's because we've been pretty lucky with cup runs and things like that. But I think I've earned my trophies. I think we've done really well. And here is another opportunity to win another bit of silverware. It's not the biggest, you know what, it's the Community Shield. I don't really give a shit about it, but to be honest, I want to win it because it's Chelsea. I don't really care that it's a trophy. I just want to beat Chelsea. Yeah, we didn't play so well against them before, but this team is a little bit different this time around. We've got a new talisman up front in Ibrahimovic, and now we've got an insane goalkeeper at the back who hopefully will get us a nice clean sheet on his debut. But here we go. There's the guy, obviously, I'd missed out on. I didn't want to sign check in the end. Could be playing for us today. Where's Courtois? I don't know. Let's have a look at their lineup. So it looks as if, yep, he's on the bench with Fabregas and Costa as well. So Cavani comes in for Costa by the looks of it. I'm guessing Cavani is their first team choice, but Ramirez in midfield instead of Fabregas. And I just noticed as well, they've got Benatia in defence. So I don't know why Bayern have sold him. Look at the height difference there. Oh my God, Sanchez. Looks like such a midget. Anyway, let's get this game underway. Ibrahimovic's first touch ready. Hey! Let's give it to Lloris as well. Oh, okay, no we're not. We're going to give it straight to Chelsea. That was really well done, that. Well done, Matt. Already on the attack. Honestly, I remember back in the day, Johnson scored a goal within like 30 seconds or something. Who remembers that? Any Arsenal fans remember that? But there's Lloris with his first touch. And it might just set us up on attack here. My phone's going off. Right, here we go. Khedira. Up to Alexis. Put Ibrahimovic through. No way. No way! No! It hasn't happened already. This can't be true. This script has been written. Ibrahimovic, 5 minutes into his Arsenal debut at Wembley. Chelsea absolutely destroyed defensively there. Cut through them. And that is a sign of things to come. A goal already. Go on, Royce. Good touch. Oh, no way. Oh, God. Oh, I just missed it. Oh, my God. I was about to go mental. How have I missed that? It's Ibrahimovic, for God's sake. Oh, no, that's embarrassing. I might have to edit that shit out. Actually, no, I won't. I won't. Here come Chelsea with Oscar. It's over here to Cavani, who's had a pretty good start. He's getting the ball and he's running at me all the time, which I obviously hate. I hate defending against them running at you. It's really frustrating. Can't win this ball off Oscar as well. No! No! No way. An own goal. Oh, that is so unlucky. It's hit him on the inside of the thigh. There's nothing I can do about that. Not even Lloris can stop that. Unfortunately, there is going to be no clean sheet. And Chelsea are back in this game. God damn it. Right. Well, Ibrah's just scored, but it's offside. That doesn't count. Not a bad ball by Ozil, but he is miles offside there. Well, there is half-time, guys. Pretty end-to-end stuff. We've both had chances, but realistically, it's pretty even. So, 1-1 seems to be a fair result going into this second half. So, got to say, Ozil's been pretty good in this game, so I'm going to keep him on for now. I'm actually going to give Sanchez a break. I'm going to bring on Oxlade-Chamberlain. I'm actually going to bring off Ramsey and bring on Wilshere as well. Why not? Let's do those as my only 2 changes for now. Let's get this ball crossed in with Royce. Get a bit of bend on it. Oh, that's lovely. Go on, son. Someone. Wow. Oh, there's a bit of space. Holy shit. Come on, Ibra. Come on, Ibra. Finish this off. Come on. Wow. That is it. The double from Ibra. That seals it. I'm pretty sure that's it. And there we have it, guys. Ibrahimovic scoring at the start and the end of the game gives us the 2-1 victory against Chelsea. What a great debut for Ibra. I mean, he wasn't absolutely incredible. There was a few chances he should have put away. But 2 goals, you can't complain. Chelsea were very good, but not quite as good as me. I genuinely think I've got one of the best teams in the game right now. And that was a good start to the season, that's for sure. If I don't win the Champions League this season, I'll be very, very disappointed. But good to see us with the first bit of silverware of the season, and let's crack on. So I'm actually selling Rose here for 1.1 million to QPR. If I was staying for longer than one more season, then I wouldn't be doing this because he has a potential of like 88 to 93, which is just absolutely crazy. But he hasn't got the best stats, and, well, I wouldn't use him. So unfortunately, we're letting him go for quite cheap as well, but it will add up to the Chesney sale and leave us with pretty nice amount of money to sign a right back. So let's go ahead and do the deal. And now for the bad news. Unfortunately, Khedira is injured, but it's only 3 weeks, so it's not awful news. He will be okay. Specifically at the start of the Champions League, he'll be fine for that, but maybe not the first few games of the Premier League, which is a little bit disappointing. But anyway, we should be getting back... What? Suarez going to Chelsea? Oh, shit. Is that a joke? That can't be real. Why? They've got Costa. They've got Cavani. Why would they need Suarez? That's just stupid if you ask me. But anyway, so I've just checked what's going on with Chesney. You know, apparently he's rejected their offer. So it doesn't look like that's gone through because Chesney didn't want to move. So that's a bit of a pain in the butt. But maybe I could swap Chesney for a right back. That could be an option, I guess. Well, we can see their stats exactly here. So here is Aurier. My God, what an animal. Look at those stats. Absolutely incredible. Really, really good stats. Can play as right midfielder as well. Good work rates for a right-sided defensive player, I guess. So pretty good. I'm happy about that. DeMarcos is an 81 rated player. Pretty decent stats. Actually quite tempting, I've got to be honest. Then we've got Montoya. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling Montoya. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just remove. I go with my gut, you know. Then we've got Danilo. He's just gone to Napoli by the looks of it. Yeah, damn it. So I don't think we're going to be able to get Danilo. And then there's De Sciglio. This is very difficult to... I mean, okay, I'm just going to go with that. Let's remove Danilo. It's between these 3 guys here. So what I'm going to do is... I'm going to have to offer up the cash. But I think they're going to be worth a lot more. Yeah, okay, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to offer Chesney for all of them and just see what happens. I think Chesney will be at the bottom, won't he? There he is. So he's worth 9.5. He's worth more than the player itself, but I'm not taking into account the extra couple of million that they'll probably want for me to actually sign him. So we'll give it a go. I think that one might go through and the other 2 might not. So it's just about luck here. But let's add Chesney to each deal. And it might be they come back and ask for, you know, Chesney plus a couple of million, which is absolutely fine. De Sciglio, I think, is probably the best one to sign, let's be honest. So let's see if we can maybe get him. Well, you're going to have to wait until the next episode to find out what happens with signing the right back. And now you're going to be watching the next stage of the Euro Championship with England. We made through our group pretty easily. We won every single game and we didn't even concede. So we're through to the quarterfinals against Czech Republic. Enjoy the highlights and I will see you in the next episode soon to find out which right back we'll be going for.